Good afternoon, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talk. So I hope everybody's having a great day. So today, before I tell you what the topic is that we're going to talk about, I want to start off, and you might already know because maybe it was in the title or maybe it was in the thumbnail or something. But I want you to think for a second that I own Walmart. Let's pretend for a minute that I own all the Walmarts across the country. And you have a gift card. You have a gift card, whether I gave it to you or somebody else gave it to you, whatever. Maybe you bought it. But you have a gift card, and that gift card is for $1,000. And you just heard a rumor that I'm going out of business. Walmart, I'm shutting all the Walmarts down across the country. I'm using Walmart as an example. This has nothing to do with Walmart. But for a minute, what are you thinking you're going to do with that Walmart gift card? So in a month from now, I'm shutting all my Walmarts down, and you guys know what happens when Walmart closes down. So think about that for a second. What would you do with that gift card if you knew I'm going to shut all my Walmarts down in a month from now? Okay, so for today's topic, we're going to get to that in just a second. Let me first start by saying thank you all for watching. Thank you to all my members that are members of the channel for the $1.99 membership. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button for me. It really helps out the channel. Leave me a comment, and if you're not subscribed, take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button. So, where am I going with that question? That question is based off of something that is trending around the internet. A lot of you guys may already know that China just dumped tons and tons of US Treasuries. And there's rumors speculating that they don't have the money to pay their bills, that their currency's collapsing, and everything going on is bad for China. And yeah, they're selling treasuries, but it's not because they don't like us. It's because they need the dollars. Because the dollar is everything in the world. It's the only thing accepted in the world, I guess. I don't know. That's what they want you to believe. Now, when I heard this story, I kind of laughed. I thought it was a joke to me because here's the thing. China is playing a long game. Do I think China has problems? Yes, they've been printing currency just like everybody else. They've got problems. Do I think they're wise in that they're playing a long game because they've been using a lot of that printed currency to buy up gold? To any gold that comes out of China, they prefer to keep it in-house, so they buy it off of the companies, and then they store it in a hole in the ground or wherever they store it. And they know that down the road, they can use that gold to trade for rice. They can use that gold to trade for oil. They can use that gold to trade for really whatever. And so the question comes up now, would you do with your gift card? Only you know the answer to this because it's your question, and I'm not even going to know how you responded. But I can tell you what I would do. I would hurry up, I would go to Walmart, and I would spend all of it. I would spend it on anything I can buy because I know the Walmart gift card is not going to be worth anything down the road. And has this happened to me? Yes, not with Walmart, but I had a bunch of gift cards from a company. The company went under, and essentially those gift cards were no more. It happened to a lot of people with Blockbuster. It happened to a lot of people with small mom and pop gift cards. And it just so happened that it happened to me with a fishing guide trip. So, makes you wonder now, why is China really dumping treasury notes? Now, these bonds are being sold off really rapidly, in my opinion. A lot have been sold off. And yes, to a certain point, maybe they do need the dollars, or maybe they're staging an excuse. They came out and said, you know what, we need to sell the treasuries to prop up our currency. And we were buying the bonds, the treasury bonds, when we were doing good, and now we're doing bad, so we're selling them. And to a certain point, that could be true, or it could be multiple other reasons. Maybe they're looking at an invasion somewhere, and they know what could happen if that happens, I mean, the easiest way is slap some tariffs on them, pull them out of the SWIFT, grab their money, all their dollars, and they've got a lot of dollars. But that would be bad news for China if China has a lot of dollars. And they do have a lot of dollars. They have a lot of dollars. They have a lot of treasury notes. And they don't want to lose that. So my thoughts are that they are preparing themselves for what's coming down the line. I'm not going to all of a sudden, if I know Walmart's going out, I'm not going to sit and hold that. And I'm not saying that the dollar is Walmart and it's going out of business and the dollar is going to be worthless tomorrow. But I am saying that there is a possibility that they are planning something bigger, and they know that very soon they're going to be dumping the dollars and everybody else is going to be dumping the dollars. And it's already starting to happen with individuals. People are moving away from the dollar as a safe haven. In the past, I mentioned this in another video, that in the past, people, when they didn't want their currency, they would flock to the dollars. But now, with everything going on, they're questioning their currency, but they're also questioning the U.S. currency, the U.S. dollars. And they're moving into precious metals. And as that continues, it can only drive precious metals even higher, and essentially the dollar lower. And then when it goes lower in the form of losing purchasing power. So you might see a gallon of gas at $3, $3.10, $3.20, $3.40, $3.60, and so on. You might see that in the price of oil per barrel. We're seeing a lot of stuff go up. Even today, we're seeing both gold and silver going up. Now, do I think the end is tomorrow? No. But I think that the time and the opportunity to pick up dirt cheap precious metals is winding down. And, you know, it's a long game. You know, why would anybody want to hold precious metals? You know, I got to worry about securing it. I actually just got these in today. I'm actually on a video making spree today. I'm filming like 5 or 6 videos. That's why you keep seeing these, because these ain't going to be here for long. But you know, they're preparing for what's going on. And at a certain point, I'm convinced you're not going to be able to get precious metals dirt cheap. And what is dirt cheap? Well, dirt cheap is $25 an ounce, $26 an ounce, maybe. We're already seeing the prices climbing. You know, the opportunity is drying up. Once we start seeing a big jump in US dollars on gold and silver, you can expect that the premiums on those items are going to go up too. Now, is that going to be tomorrow? I don't know. I mean, could we see it happening? You know, a lot of people want to say we're in the slow days of summer, the dog days of summer, basically when precious metals get beat up the most. You take October, the first week of October last year, and metals were dirt cheap. I actually just got called out on it on Discord. Someone's like, me saying that sub $20 silver is not ridiculous, because it was that a year ago. So it could be back at that in no time at all too. And to a certain point, I can't deny that, because the facts are, yes, it was sub $20. Granted, sub $20 didn't mean I was able to buy it for $20. The lower it went, the more people were buying. The premiums were high. And, you know, that is what it is. But as this goes on, eventually, I believe, something is going to give in the system, and all of a sudden, it's going to be full all-out currency war. Do I think we're there yet? No, but do I think it's starting? Absolutely. And we're seeing it in the form of people buying more precious metals. More people are buying it up, and I think as we see that happening, it takes what we've been experiencing as a slow time. I don't know if you've noticed, I've been slow to put up videos the last few weeks. And all of a sudden, I'm kind of ramping up again. Why? Because I see what's coming. I mean, it only makes sense. You know, no one is going to release, well, I won't say no one. The U.S. tends to reveal our plans ahead of time. But for the most part, no wise person is going to give away their long-term plans. Otherwise, there's a less chance of success. I don't know how many people here play chess. I'm not going to tell you what strategy I'm going to use when I play you against chess, because then you start seeing it form up and then you want to block it. And there's a lot of different strategies out there. And, you know, China, I believe, they're not stupid. They've been around forever. A lot of people want to take away credit from them because they're not Americans. They're not the world power. They're not the world reserve currency. But unfortunately, I think they know what's going on. And they see that we are overprinting money, and they know that this cannot last. Even their own currency, they know their dollars, their yuans can't last if they keep printing. But it doesn't matter if they know they're in the process of creating a whole new currency. And some people don't believe that that's possible, but we're seeing it form up. We're seeing it form up with Brazil, India, Russia, China, South Africa, and now they just added, 6 more countries? I mean, they know what's coming, and they specifically said, if you default against the U.S., then we're not going to hold you accountable for that in the new currency. It's a whole new game, and it just hasn't started yet. I think that new game is starting. They're forming up. They're getting the board ready. And some people are being smart about it, and they're taking their fiat dollars from the old game and they're buying precious metals. Maybe they're buying gold. Maybe they're buying silver. Maybe they're just buying canned goods to make it through the start of the game until they can get things back up and running. Do I think that if the dollar collapses, it's going to be the end of the world? No, I've always said it's not going to be the end of the world. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Prices on everything are going to be up. People are going to have to work more to make ends meet. They're going to have to charge more for everything from going out to eat to a haircut. And what is that going to do? It's going to end up making people rethink what they're spending their money on. They're not going to be buying Starbucks coffee. They might be going for a cheaper coffee. I don't know what an inexpensive coffee is. Maybe Dunkin' Donuts, maybe Burger King, maybe McDonald's. I don't know. Maybe just stay home and drink your coffee. But as they start looking for cheaper alternatives, it slows down the rotation of money. And the less money that's revolving in the system, that's less taxes being generated. U.S. wants to convince you that you're rich and you're wealthy and you're doing better than you were ever doing. That way you spend more money and you live above your means. But eventually that truth comes out that you're not in a better position. Unless you're sitting on some precious metals, maybe you're prepared for what's coming down the line, then maybe you're in a better spot. But I would think twice, and I would consider stacking. This is not financial advice, nor should it be considered as such. However, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that thumbs up. I thank y'all for watching, and leave me a comment and let me know what you guys think about this. Take care, everybody, and have a great day.